Hey guys, Eric here with Project DIY. Today I'm going to show you guys how to build a set of stairs out that back door so that, you know what, that first step ain't such a doozy anymore. Stay tuned, we're going to show you how it's done. Alright, first thing we want to do, I have putting decking board on this and I want that to be right up underneath of here. So what I'm going to do is put this board on here. And then we'll push this up to where it's right up underneath of it like that right there, and then we'll mark this board. That way we know the height where this needs to be mounted, because I'm going to come back with that after the fact. Grab my pencil. Now that way, when we're mounting this, we know the bottom of the board needs to stay on this line. That'll give us enough room to slide our decking in underneath this. That way it keeps that supported and we won't have any issues. All right, with what I got going here, I have concrete here. So I got me a band, like a band board fastened to the concrete. That way I can fasten my stringers to here. What I'm gonna do, I'm just putting a stringer on the outside. This is a 6-foot door. I got a stringer here. I got one here. I haven't fastened yet. And then I'm gonna go every 2 foot, so you'll have, so there's 1 2 foot, 4 foot, and then 6 foot. So that gives you 4 stringers. If you haven't watched the video yet on how to cut stringers, I got an easy, simple method. Go check that video out. It will make it a breeze cutting your stringers. So check that out. But let's get back to here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull these up flush to where I want this decking to be right up underneath the threshold of this door. Let's see if you can see here. There's really a big lip right here that's hanging off, and you get people stepping on this, it's going to want to fold it. So that's why I've made this height. I want this to be exactly where I can slide a piece of decking in on top of it. That way this here, let's see if you can see, there's a little bit of movement there. See, I don't want that movement. I want it to be sitting straight on top of the decking like that, so when you step on it and put weight, it will not have it messed up. So I go through here. I'm going to nail one on here. I'll pull over 2 feet, nail another one, 2 more feet, nail another one, and then that will be on the outside. Then after that, we'll make sure our bottom's where it's supposed to be, and then we'll just start throwing some decking on it. Some of our decking over here, but before we do that, you want to check and make sure that your stringers are level across this way. You could do it afterwards, but it's a little easier to do now. You just want to kind of lay it across, make sure it's level, because you don't want to have to do that later, or when you get done you start walking up it, or just you look at it and it's like all sitting cattywampus. That ain't gonna look good. You don't want that. So make sure they're level. After that, we're going to start putting the decking on. Alright, there you have it. The stairs are finished. Got them nice and level all the way up to the underneath the threshold like I told you about. Now, I know you're probably technically supposed to have a handrail on here. I'm not worried about it because it's just us here, and if the kids fall off, you know what, they'll be alright. If I fall off, I guess that's my own fault. Anyways, I didn't want to take the time and the effort to put the handrail on here, even though it's nothing major and extra material, because eventually what I'm going to do is, where the bottom of that door is, it's going to come out and across out here and then out in behind the house here. I'm going to end up having a deck here. So eventually this is getting tore off. It might be in a couple years, but I didn't want to put any more time and effort into it than I need to. I just needed something so we could use that door, because if you stay tuned and hit that notification button, I got the boiler coming, so that way we're just straight out the door here, straight over to the boiler. As you can see, all my big pile of wood over there. But anyways, so that's why I put it on, and that's why I'm not putting a handrail on. So just FYI, those of you are like, well, it's not finished. Well, it's finished enough for now, because I'm eventually tearing it off, and maybe, possibly, I might even be able to use that as stairs off that deck. So, alright guys, well, I hope that video's been helpful. That wasn't as bad as you thought. It really isn't that bad. when you use the secret weapon. There's right here a little jig to make your own stair treads, stringers. Makes it a whole lot easier. Now, you may say, well, I thought most people use a framing square. They do. I mean, I've used them before, and they actually make these little like nut things that kind of slide on here, and you can screw them down and you can move it up and down for whatever size you need. Those make it great. But to be honest, this right here makes it a whole lot easier. You get your measurement like I showed you on there, you cut it, you screw it down to this template board, you take that thing, you slide it down, and you just mark it all the way down there. And you know what? I mean, here's the thing is, you're probably, if you're a DIYer, you're probably not a professional, but you know what? You're gonna get the same professional result whether you use this or whether you use this. And to be honest, this is a whole lot easier. It takes a lot less math that you gotta figure out. You only gotta do it one time. Like I said, like I told you, find your rise, find your run, get it cut, get it put on here, and hey, it's a breeze after that. So, guys, if you like more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. Give us some likes, share the videos, and as always, remember, why hire a guy when you can DIY? Thanks for watching.